It says we're live, but nothing's happening. Oh. Are we live? Okay, well. There's no one here. So, welcome to anyone who watches this later, because anybody who's going to join this live stream isn't seeing this part. And what's up, people who just joined? I am trying to figure out how this whole live streaming thing works and figuring out my setup, so have fun watching me just fumble around while I figure out what the heck is going on here. But appreciate you joining. Feel free to jump into the chat and say what's up. But been trying to test things out, and if anybody who does open the chat, what's up? What's up, Damien? If anybody is able to tell me, can you hear Pokemon Sleep music right now? I'm guessing maybe, but I'm trying to set up so that I can have my game running. What's up, Polly D? How we doing, man? At the very least, we will have, I think we'll have some video of the game running, of my current game, so spoilers for a video that won't come out for a little while here. Oh, no music. Alright, well, let's see if this changes that. It might not, but I'm not going to worry too much about having game audio. We'll figure out how to put on some background music later. But I'm just mostly testing out my setup, trying to figure out what the heck live streaming is all about. I spent about, I don't know, the last 30 minutes seeing if I could get this to go live, and here we are. And it looks like my game is coming through all choppy, so maybe we'll see if we can solve that problem later. But anyway, I was hoping to hit Master 19 on Pokemon Sleep tonight. We're close, but don't think it's going to happen. What's up, Nova? Wow. You guys are so nice to join. I feel honored. I really do. I don't have any big plans tonight. Was thinking the thing that I could do. Let's see. Stream will end shortly unless you restart it in your streaming software. I don't know if I'm coming through or not. Keeps freezing up. I don't know if my computer is strong enough to do all these things at once. So let's do this. Come back to here. We're gonna kill this. See if that helps. Stream status is poor. Alright, well, it looks like maybe I'm trying to do too many things at once for this free laptop that I got once upon a time. So, sorry about that. It's probably not your guys' internet. It's probably my internet, because YouTube's telling me you need to do more to get a smooth video. And I don't know what that means. So we're just going to try to break some stuff here. Yeah, anyway, what I was thinking we could do is maybe I would work on auditing some of my Rain and X sleep styles and stuff. Just hang out for a bit, and we'll see if it can handle Rain and X and me at the same time. So yeah, I'm glad that it's working, and I can promise that we will get better at this over time. We'll have to figure out if we can get the stream from the actual phone to work, because that could be fun to just, hey, I'm pulling up my game and all that stuff. But I'll let you guys know if I hit Master 19 while we're on the stream. I'm guessing we won't, because we're a little farther away than I want. Still have about 40k to get to Master 19 on Lapis this week. So anyway, yeah, let's check out. Like I said, just gonna be doing a little audit here. Gonna jump into my sleep styles in Rainanex, my sleep decks, and just I say notoriously, like any of you would know this, I to myself am notoriously bad at keeping my Rainanex sleep style stuff up to date, and so I literally will just pull it up periodically, and this time I'm going to do it in a live stream, but I just pull up my game, pull this up, and then just like literally count. What do I have? What do I not have caught in here? So yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing, and if you want to talk about anything, shout it out in the chat. Would love to know how people's Cresselia event is going. Are you having a good time or not? And if you aren't, I'm sorry, because I don't have any control of what happens in your account in Pokemon Sleep. I'm just playing the game like the rest of you. I just happen to live stream one time, so but we'll do it again, I'm sure. Oh, Kathy, you're not late. Don't worry about it. I don't know how delayed the chat is. I know whenever I live stream, I'm not on a schedule. I was just going to see if I could figure out how live streaming works, and here we are. So, yeah, we're just chilling. Polly, the event is all right. Good. I told Polly he's going to catch the shiny Cresselia just because he doesn't care if he gets one, and the people who care aren't going to get one, but the people who don't care are the ones who get the shinies, right? That's how it works. Cool. Joining us from work. All right. I mean, technically this is all spoilers for this week, since I'm not going to try to backdate when I got these different sleep styles, but we got some Dragonites in the mix lately. Looks like my Meganium number is off. Let's see. Polly, I'm so sorry. It's not you, man. It is me. I don't know how to get... I gotta get better internet. I gotta move or something. Maybe live streaming is not in the cards right now for the equipment I have and the internet I have. So, we'll see. Alright, let's see. After Meganium, I gotta actually jump down here to Paldean. I've been thinking a lot about my Wooper situation, my Paldean Wooper, of course. And do I really want to hunt one? Because I have an ingredient finding up War Turtle that I caught once upon a time. I know the channel has seen it, but I just keep thinking, do I really want to keep hunting forever? But I'm also stuck because if I want to start grinding some of these ingredient specialists that I'm going to settle on, well, that means I'm giving up my grind to 60 on something else if I'm swapping them into my sleep team. So maybe I want to get some more things to level 60, and then if I haven't found stuff at that point, I'll invest in some of these lower level ones that should be good enough in theory. So all right, yeah. Darkrai's coming for people. Enjoy it. You guys have probably already seen around that Darkrai is an automatic capture. Not like my live stream, which apparently is a decent capture. But yeah, no biscuits required. I happen to get one today. So yeah, we're going to mark that, I guess, in just a second. But the Rainanex order is not the same as the order here, so I'm getting confused since I'm trying to talk and be entertaining at the same time as clicking buttons. So, Tyranitar Sleep that we must have got when we were at Taupe. Tyranitar Sleep. Shout out to Velociraptor, since he's always got that thing. Oh. Well, apparently my audio kicked back in on my phone. Maybe we'll have some poor background music coming in. Let's see. we've got... Here's a question that I want to ask people, because I'm kind of feeling torn about this in particular. Where are you guys going after this event while we don't really know what's coming? And what is influencing your decision about that? I'll check the responses in a second, but I'll tell you kind of what's been on my mind, and I just keep waffling, going back and forth about what I'm going to do after the event. Initially, I was thinking, I'll just go to Old Gold Power Plant. I'll just keep looking for a great ABB Shinx, and I'll just stay there until I find it or until I am ready to give up. I think I said that I was going to give it to the next mini candy boost, and then I would officially settle on the one that I have that has helping bonus and helping speed. Gets ingredient finder at level 100, so it will be great eventually. It just will be very good up until then. But yeah, I don't... Part of me keeps thinking, like, do I really want to go hunt one if I have one I'm willing to settle on? That should do the job well enough. But then I'm like, well, what do I want to go hunt? I've already been at Lapis for a bit, so I don't know that I want to keep going on Lapis. I know I want to get an ABB Stuffle. I feel like that's one of my best options, but I'm not hurting for a bean sausage farmer. If I'm going to hunt something, I should be hunting for cacao or for oil. Like, I should be hunting for what I don't have. But then I also keep thinking, well, if I stay on Lapis, I can just be grinding dream shards and be leveling up my Pokemon with those dream shards and be setting myself up for a pod expansion, which if I go to Old Gold Power Plant and I'm at like 45 area bonus or something around there, we could go check what it is. But if I am there, then... Whoa. Live streaming is a lot of pressure. I just lost my train of thought, but you're all not paused. No, just I'll get less dream shards at Old Gold Power Plant. So am I better off being at Lapis or somewhere else with just a high area bonus and just letting the area bonus spill, but just for the sake of dream shards while I'm not really needing to hunt anything? Or do I just take a hit on the dream shards and just keep going in hopes that I find the greatest shiny Shinx ever? It doesn't have to be shiny, of course, but why not, right? Come on, game. Just throw it to me. All right. Let me see what your guys' thoughts are. Where are you guys going? Nova. Mono, Corn, Stuffle. Love it. On to the PP to find Sausage Mon. Hunting Aron and hunting Grubbin, I suppose, for a Coffee Mon. Or, you know. What's up, Medici? Welcome. Yeah. Do I go live? First time ever. I mean, that was... Why'd I put up a 2 if it's the first time, you know? But welcome. And Nova, thank you for sharing what your plans are for the week. Everybody else, let me know where you're thinking of going next week. I'd love to know kind of what you're thinking. But let's see. Am I still streaming? Everything's still going. Current stream's bitrate is lower than the recommended. Did I die? I'm still going. I can't tell. It looks like YouTube died, but I can't tell. Am I still live? Somebody tell me if I'm still live. I have too many screens to be looking at right now. Too many things going on. Let's see. Oh, maybe it's kicking back in? Maybe it's not. Alright, thanks, Nova. Whenever you sent that to when I got it, that's the delay time if you want to chat it. But so now I know. We're still okay, I guess. But YouTube keeps throwing up warnings to me randomly, so I'm like, I don't know what's a real warning and what's not at this point because I've never done this before. So, all right, let's see. Let me mark a couple more things here. Oh, and sorry, I am cheap and I use the free version of RainNX, so we're gonna deal with some ad pop-ups from time to time here. Let's see. I hope you guys appreciate that I'm using the free version of RainNX so that you can know that you can still do cool stuff in RainNX without paying for it. Let's see. Let's mark a couple things here. Jigglypuff. Man, imagine if Diglett had an atop belly sleep. That would be horrible. Oh, Arcanines. Okay. All right, who we got? Man, I'm not going to pronounce this right because it looks like someone put their password as their username. But shout out to 8VVYRGB. I'm going to try to pronounce it. 8VGerb. Oh, nope. I said Gerb. Should have been Rugb. Okay, Snowdrop Challenger, first time going there, praying for some quick and easy new sleep styles since I only got 28 more till OGPP. Yes, that's a great strategy. Go somewhere where you should be able to get something new. Keep grinding your way to OGPP. The late game, right? It only gets better. But yeah, I went to Snowdrop only before I started doing the YouTube stuff. And I've never been there on the channel. My area bonus has been getting the spill treatment, but I just don't have a reason to go until I need the sleep styles there. And even at Christmas, I got the 3-star Vulpix at Greengrass because the incense ignores the area rules. And so it was like, even more of a reason not to go. But, hey, it's Snowdrop. I like the Snowdrop music, actually. So enjoy it. Enjoy it while you're there. I actually think the Snowdrop music sounds kind of like the Cyan Beach music. Let me know if you think that that's true or not. Okay, let's see. Let's mark some stuff. We got another Typhlosion in the mix. Number 4. We got... I wish you could mark your shinies on here, guys. That Mareep I caught a little while back, man. If those of you who are on my friends list, and honestly, if you don't want spoilers, avoid the live stream because I'm in real time. My videos are on the delay. But you've seen that I did evolve that Espeon, and I dropped some main skill seeds on it, specifically the one from the shop right after the event started, or I guess a week after the event started, and then the one from the buy in the game shop, and then there's the event shop. Anyway, I got both of them, and I dropped them on that shiny Mareep, but not until after I evolved it, and it's been doing some work. It's no regrets. It has a skill level up M, so it only needed 2 seeds to get to that max level, and it's beautiful. It does have speed of help down, but it's still one of my strongest options by far. We can go look at the box stuff in a minute. Alright, we finished up Ralts. We finished up Gardevoir before we finished up Cresselia. So maybe we're destined to see that Cresselia sleep as we get into good sleep day here in the end of the week. But time will tell. I keep looking because I have 95% of the sleep styles for Lapis Lakeside, and I keep thinking, man, could we finish this off through the end of this week with just super high drowsy power with good sleep day coming up with the new sleep styles? But then as I was like looking more, I was like, it's all a top belly sleep, so realistically I can only get 2 more, and we'll have to be back to grind, or maybe there are ones we can get in other places. But alright, I should have another Luxray. Oh, Thank you for the shout on the pronunciation. Sorry, I'm not checking the chat super often here. All right, Kathy, I have a max area bonus everywhere except OGPP. Oh, nice work. Good planning. So wherever I go, it will be free OGPP. Nice. All right. Well, all I can say, since you haven't decided where to go, is follow your heart. And that's what I'm gonna end up doing. Whatever my heart tells me on Monday morning, if I don't figure it out this weekend. You could probably guess this since I think about this game enough that I decided, I can handle making content of it. But I think about this game probably a lot more than regular people. So thank you for bearing with me. Oh man, we got all of... No. Oh no. Sorry. Listen, guys, I didn't know. I've never known about the Pommy line before, so I get all of the names of those guys mixed up hardcore. I still need to get Halloween Pikachu. In theory, this is my rarest spawn since I have to wait for Halloween every year to try to get it. And yeah, I have an incense. So I legit was wondering, should I drop my Halloween Pikachu incense with the Good Sleep Day stuff to try to get that 2-star Halloween Pikachu sleep? I'm actually thinking not this time, but maybe on a future Good Sleep Day, I might try that. Because might as well go for it. It's not like I have to wait till Halloween to use it. But yeah, I'm much more in it for the Dream Shards, if I'm being honest. For this event at this point. I don't know. Is there a way to do a poll? Do you guys want spoilers or like not spoilers? But I've caught some Cresselia. I don't have to tell you how many. And I caught one that's probably good enough for a guy who's never going to really probably use Cresselia, because I don't see myself building a psychic team around a Cresselia to like use it optimally. So I don't know. But if I catch any more, great. If not, I'm not like concerned about it. But I'm still dropping the incense every single day just for the Dream Shards, because those legendary Dream Shards are great. I'm planning on... I thought about getting the Good Sleep Day bundle and spending diamonds on that, but I don't really care about anything in there but the luck incense, and so 300 diamonds versus 1500, I might as well spend the 300, and just get 2 luck incense and just for those good sleep nights. I think that's the play. I keep scrolling on my phone, being like, what am I doing? And then I look at my computer just now, I'm like, that's what I'm doing. I'm registering these. All right, Golem. We finished off the Geodude line, so we're officially done with Geodude, except that we need to evolve one of our Gravelers to a Golem for the Pokedex. But I'm never going to invest in one because I don't need to. Let's see. All right, is it Adept Sharon? Is that how you say it? Sharon? Chair on. Adept sitting. Anyway, congratulations on Darkrai. Glad you could wake up and join us for this Rotom foolery. And, I should have said happy screen time. And thank you for subscribing for Pokemon Sleep Rotom foolery. That's the thing we say. Let's see. Okay, now I'm really realizing I'm ignoring the chat because that was from my Pommy comments. Yuck! Sorry, guys. Finally catching my second Cress Medici tomorrow morning. Fully invested in a Pommy shortly before the Cresselia skill announcement. Awesome. Yeah. You don't need a third healer. I agree, and I'm in a similar situation. I actually am in, I've made some bad Pokemon Sleep choices that, before I was publicly airing out my strategy and stuff. I actually have, you guys have seen my Wiggly level 60. It's great. It's got Berry Finding Ass, skill triggers, helping speed, whatever. It's awesome. But I have that fully invested healer. I have another Wigglytuff that I dropped a single skill seed on back in the very early game, but that had skill level up M, so it's actually can heal for 15. And now I also have 2 guards that are max level in terms of the main skill. So I'm good on healers. I don't need Cresselia to come in and tell me how to heal. But yeah. All right. Crest number 4. They've all been worse than the initial one. Oh, so sorry to hear. Bummer. Shard farming the next 3 nights. Yeah, let's do it. Chair on is close enough. All right, cool. Oh, question. It's question time. What would be your pitch for a new area? Any theme? Any berries? Carmine Volcano excluded. Everybody's talking about, the next area will obviously be poison, dragon, and bug. And honestly, I'm not so sure. I would love to see a curveball and they give us one of those things and then repeats of the others. And part of the reason is because for players who are berry focused, you probably don't have those 3 berry specialists. And so if you're a berry focused player, how are you going to go be successful at the island? It basically locks you into going, well, if you're a skill specialist focused player and an ingredient specialist focused player, what's up? You're going to be fine at a new island. But if you're a berry specialist one, you're going to be just grinding there, like grinding harder than you want to. So give us one berry that we already have. I know people want that completion. I get that, but I just don't think that's going to be friendly to the player base. And granted, they have done this in the past, right? We've introduced new areas with the other berries that weren't already used. But part of me just thinks will they do that? Then again, the berry values are balanced, right? Bug berries are super weak. Dragon berries are super strong. Poison berries are probably on the weaker side, but I don't remember. And I haven't invested in Arbok. So anyway, I don't know. We'll see what happens. Okay, but to answer the question, my pitch for a new area, man. So I have been thinking that it would be cool. I'd love to see Shelter get added to the game, but for a lot of those water Pokemon, I don't know how you add them without an area that's water based. So a little bit ago, Pokemon put out a little thing on TikTok that was at around the time that some of this Psychic Week stuff was getting announced with Alolan Raichu was on it, and people were going, whoa, 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 whoa. But there's a Snorlax floating on a floaty thing, and then in the distance, I think it's Wailord, who, how are you going to put that in this game? We'll talk about that later. But I have some thoughts. But yeah, I would love to, I guess I'd love to see a water area where Snorlax is floating on a thing, and then we could get some cool water Pokemon spawns that as they sleep they float up, or maybe the bottom half of the screen is kind of underwater when you wake up. I don't know. I just think that could be kind of cool to get some more water Pokemon left. Obviously, we know from Pokemon that any water Pokemon can be totally fine on land and battling, and the logic there, they live underwater, but then they can spend the rest of their life in a Pokeball and on land, and they're fine. So why do water Pokemon live in water if they can all live on land? I don't know. But yeah, I don't know what the berries would be. Oranberry, right? No, but I think that would be a really cool concept to see. But I'll come up with a better one when I'm not on the spot, okay? So we'll talk about that sometime. Kathy, you got 2 Cresselia so far. First one is performing just fine. Not worried about catching more. Awesome. Planning to use training incense during the good sleep event for Dream Shards and down. Perfect. Pink and Purple Fairy Island from Nova. I feel I'm not surprised to hear that from you. Something about your profile picture just makes me think pink and purple. I don't know. But yeah, that sounds fun. Let's do it. Let's get all the islands. Let's get them all. Yes, underwater with diving gear, exactly. And yeah, we haven't. Okay, so Wailord, right? Wailord, Whale Lord. It's huge. It's not the biggest Pokemon, which is, I don't know how big Pokemon are. I was chatting Velociraptor actually about this, because I guess somebody on Reddit in a Discord, his Discord, I don't know, someone out there threw out a theory of maybe Dialga and Palkia could be the follow-up, because I guess in the Pokemon movies, and this is me like, hey, look at me, I'm a Pokemon influencer, but don't ask me about anything that's not Pokemon Sleep for the first couple gens. Anyway, I guess they played a part in that like Darkrai storyline, and so maybe they'd be coming. And he was like, well, they're huge, so how are they going to even fit on the screen? And I was like, I didn't know they were huge. My exposure to Dialga and Palkia primarily comes from this, what is this, Pokemon TCG card sningamadig. But I was like, they're like featured on the card packs in this Pokemon trading card game Pocket. Yeah, they're like, I mean, they fit on the cards. How big could they possibly be? That was what I was thinking when he first said that. Obviously, cards are not to scale, and a card size of a card doesn't represent a Pokemon size. So, but yeah, for anyone who doesn't know what I'm talking about, like space-time smackdown. Okay, so I do this on my iPad. I don't do it on my phone. And I have my kids open these packs every night if they were good behaved every day. They ask them at the end of the night, were you a good listener? Tell me about what you did today and tell me about the good things you did. And yeah, they get to choose, and they always choose the new packs, so we're all about the shiny ones right now. And tonight I actually opened the Giratina with the circle-y video thing. I'm not like really playing that game. I'm doing it for my kids, with my kids, so it's a lot of fun. But yeah, he was saying maybe, or somebody I guess was saying maybe Palkia and Dialga are the thing that's coming next. But between those two and Wailord, let's not get too far on a tangent here. I could imagine just like maybe they just show up like in the corner of the screen, like you just see their head like popping in when they have a collection, and you click it and then it just like pops back out or something. Wailord would like literally be just like this mound that like rises up at the bottom of the screen, and you see a little it's breathing or something, and then you click it and collect the orange berries, and then it just sinks back down. I don't know. I mean, I feel like they can handle it. But that really brings up that question of, are they actually going to add every Pokemon to this game eventually? I like to think so, because I'm really enjoying the game. I don't like to think that one day they'll just pull the plug and it'll be before they've added all the Pokemon. But they do seem to be adding Pokemon very slowly. I think for balance purposes, they don't want to be too disruptive. They don't want people to feel like you just added in 30 things that were better than everything I have. But I don't know. That said, let me pitch this other idea to you guys about Pokemon Sleep. I don't play a ton of mobile games, but once upon a time when I was more involved in wasting time on my phone, as if I'm not wasting plenty of time these days. But just, you guys have seen what they're called idle games, right? And this is kind of an idle game, except that a lot of idle games, you're like ranking up over time, and they have these features that are called, I can't remember, it's not coming to mind. Somebody's gonna tell me the name of it in the chat, but basically, you like kind of reset your progress and start over, but you have like a stronger bonus when you do. Which, in this game, technically, we reset, in a way, every week. Our Pokemon levels don't change, but we get a higher area bonus, and we reset the area, right, with a new Snorlax. But yeah, could there be something where we get through all these berry areas, and then the next level is, like, random berries again, and then we start into a new section of areas, but everything there is stronger than all the stuff we have right now. But they're all locked to that like higher area, and they start adding Pokemon that are like exclusively for the older players. But I don't know. And with there's some, maybe there's a challenging mode coming. Maybe it was the Cresselia event giving Wobbuffet a chance to shine. The news did say shine against Darkrai, so now I don't know. Anyway, but yeah, just thinking maybe there would be some future of the game where they actually do have much harder things, but then you can get not more legendaries, but just other Pokemon. Maybe the next set of starters is like locked behind a future Greengrass Plus, right? Anyway, I don't know if any of this is making sense, but I should read the chat to find out. All right. Area pitch. Where do we leave off? Yeah. Cloud high, rugged cliff area with dragon ground flying and Bagon. Yeah. That would be awesome. I love that line. And Salamence and the shinies. Ooh, they look so good. Kathy, where is Magikarp? Where's Magikarp? That's like that's the shiny they should be giving everyone for free. Now, actually, Select Button already made a Pokemon game called Magikarp Jump. Do I have it downloaded right now? If you haven't played it, no, I don't. I've beaten the game, I think twice. I downloaded it again. But it is, when you load it, it is Select Button, and you basically you feed a Magikarp berries. Whoa. Where in this game you're feeding a Snorlax berries, and then the little interface at the top fills a bar, just like this one. So they went to Select Button. They were like, "Can you just redo Magikarp Jump, but with a Snorlax as the central character?" And anyway, I just re-downloaded it, so we'll see if my game is still saved and pulled up, so I can brag about. Let's pick up where you left off. Yeah, I just stopped playing after I beat it again, but rank 95. Look at that. Yeah. But yeah. So maybe they said we already did Magikarp. We're not putting Magikarp in this game, but then again, Snorlax is in this game. And let's see if I can get a shiny Snorlax for us right now. Oh, not Snorlax. Shiny Magikarp. It's nope. It's just an orange striped one. So the Magikarp in this game, kind of like how the Snorlaxes in Pokemon Sleep are like all these different colors, even when they're not shiny. There's like a bunch of different. I'm just gonna name this one Magikarp. This is the laziest I've ever been. I used to name every single one of these, but look. There's Poke Biscuits, there's berries floating around. Oh, and you can see the leveling up. Boom, boom, boom. I clicked on 2 berries, and the bonuses are so high right now that it just keeps going. Anyway, this is not Pokemon Sleep Rotom Foolery. This is now Magikarp Jump Rotom Foolery. Sorry, the channel has now converted to something new, and this is what we do now, Magikarp Jump. Anyway, it's, I don't care if you check it out or not, but if you're into just idle games, I was trying to zoom out so I could show, look, there's my Gardevoir, there's my Mimikyu, all the Pokemon in this game are in this one, except for Phoebus, Piplup, I don't know, there's Pidgeotto. Spoilers if you haven't played it, some of your Magikarp will die in traumatic ways, so anyway. Enough about that. But yeah, maybe they said we already did Magikarp. We're not doing it again. That was a long tangent here for you. So, Marco, what's up? Welcome to the stream. Would it be better to start building a level 23 Jigglypuff or a Pawmi level 6? Ooh, 11 sleep styles away from locking Snowdrop Tundra. There's no routes on the horizon for a long time. Honestly, I would stick with Jigglypuff simply because the candies are going to be easier to get. Pawmi's a rarer spawn in the early game. It's still a pretty rare spawn even when you get to Old Gold Power Plant. So you're going to have an easier time continuing to build up that Jigglypuff, and it's going to just provide you more strength overall. That's my opinion. If anyone else has opinions for Marco, hit him up in the chat. Man, I'm seeing this, we've gotten up to, I guess there's analytics here. What? At most we were at 16 viewers. So shout out to the people who already left if they come back and watch this. Yeah, and thank you to the 6 people who have liked this. All right, let's see. Love the Swords of Justice as a set of legendaries. See, okay, so those are the ones that look like. I know the one looks like the little unicorn. Like the one looks like a kid, and the other ones look like not kids. They look like the grown-up ones. Verizon is one of them. The green one. I played Pokemon Go for a little bit, so I did see those guys, but I don't even remember the other names. But yeah, I feel like I mean, okay, I don't know Pokemon sizes. We went over this, but yeah, size of those seems right. At least the small guy, but I feel like they kind of fit that like, oh, we look really friendly even though we're really intense, right? Let's see. Yeah, similar vibes to the Beast, and they're underappreciated. Well, here I am underappreciating them because I don't even know their names. So, yeah, let's do that. Oh, questions for Marco. Helping Marco. Oh, so I'm already behind. You guys already solved this problem. Great. Magikarp jump. Oh, what's up, Vikram? Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the live. If you're still here, because I don't know, I can't tell who's still here and who's not, unless you keep the chat going. Would invest in Wiggly to 25, leave it there? Oh, yeah, love it. Wait for everybody here. Yes, that's great advice. Thank you, Phylos. I don't think I've welcomed you to the chat, to the stream, so thank you for that. And to someone else, not me. Hey, Tricerazard, welcome to the stream. Have fun on Magikarp Jump. Yeah, it's fun. And Marco, good luck. Cobalion and Terrakion are the other two. Maybe I said those right. Woohoo, first try. And Flower Festival event. Okay, first I'll say, Vikram, thanks for hanging out. So Marco, ideas about potential Flower Festival event, Oddish coming up, or some Marill. You know, Marill's a Pokemon I think is like painfully, what's the word I'm looking for? Painfully absent. There's got to be a better adjective than, or adverb than painfully. So whatever floats your boat there. Yeah. Flower Festival, maybe. Last year, I want to go back to the calendar and actually chart out all the stuff from the beginning. Okay, here's something we can go pull up. All right, let me remember how this all works here. If we go to my drive, I've got like a, call it an event predictor. It's not important. It's not real. It's the same place where I'm tracking all of my sleep. What's what I'm looking for? Area bonuses. Yeah, you guys saw that in a video. So let's see. Let's pull this over. Share it again. Is this it? Nope. I gotta share it differently. Alright. Hold on, because I'm bad at technology. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna shortcut this by leaving Rainanex for a second, and then if we hit the back button, we'll be back to Rainanex. Alright, so thanks for bearing with me here. Alright. Yeah, so I'm figuring out, you know, I was tracking stuff. I guess I've shown this thing in a video before, but you know, we finally figured out where Psychic Week was. I did not invest in Bellsprout during the growth thing. But yeah, Cresselia versus Darkrai, and as I look ahead, I am thinking that, and I don't know about Flower Festival, but I think the only thing that I can say that I feel like is a lock in terms of the next couple months is second anniversary event. The anniversary of the game is the 17th, so it seems like that would be the time to like do this. Was be during the week of that. But then what do we do until then? I'm not anticipating that the anniversary event is going to be as crazy as last year. But I also think that because we had the New Year event and they did the Crematic week 2 of that, I'm kind of thinking that every year we'll have an anniversary event and a New Year's event, and we'll always see the Crematic in week 2 of those going forward. So, and that I don't have anything to base that off of other than that we saw the Crematic in the New Year's event. But yeah, I'm just thinking that that is the most likely scenario of how they handle Crematic going forward, so that it's twice a year. We get it. It's not like we constantly get it, but it just it feels like twice a year is like the right amount of time to have that thing. Okay, have you ever been planning on playing a game for like a year to play a game every day for this long? Like, this is how I know they've got me. Anyway, so yeah, I'm as I look at what could possibly come in between there, I go, okay, well, maybe there's another legendary event, kind of like how we did last year. I don't have it going back past Old Gold right now, but we did Raikou and then Entei, and then we did the anniversary event before Suicune. It feels like if we were following that pattern, we'd have another major event. I'm thinking at the end of May that they're going to announce soonish. I'm guessing it has something to do with I don't want to spoil Darkrai for people, so I'm guessing it's going to have something to do with things that you'll find out about when you catch Darkrai if you're not already reading up on all the Reddits and stuff. But yeah, I'm thinking, and I don't know, we mentioned somebody has a Palkia Dialga theory, maybe one of those here, and then maybe one of those after the anniversary event. And then this is again, I think we're on lock too for Halloween, EV Week, holiday event, next New Year event, and then I put it all the way to Valentine's Day, but I didn't go farther than that. But I wouldn't be surprised if we got one new area a year. I think that getting 2 in the first year was just hey, we're trying to get some momentum in the game, we're trying to get some excitement. The thing is, and I think of this as like at work, I'm what's called a product manager. I work on helping build software, and we're trying to figure out basically how do you drive revenue? How do you get people using the software and using it successfully? So I very much think about the game from this perspective of like, they're trying to make money. They're trying to appeal to new users. The thing that they can do the most to appeal to new users is get new Pokemon in the game that people like. Maybe there's new players who are watching on here. And I'd be interested to know, did you join because of a particular Pokemon? Did you join, I joined because I just thought it was interesting, even though I missed that it started, and so I would have started day 1 if I had known. But it is what it is. But yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. I don't think new areas appeal to new players. How could it? It's a new area. It's going to be locked behind a bunch of sleep styles. There's no draw. A new area is for veteran players. And do you need to keep veteran players engaged if they have been playing as long as we have? No, we're already engaged. We're already very committed. We care a lot about this. Some of us enough to make YouTube videos about it. But anyway, I think that's what I think is going to happen. I'm thinking maybe new areas always at that around that same time of year. That's my prediction. Would love to see something different, but realistically, I think 2 new areas a year is just too much content, and it leaves behind the new players. You have to cater to the new players as much as you cater to the veteran players, because if everything is veteran player exclusive and you're leaving the new players behind, they're going to get sad. And I don't want... Pokemon Sleep's not about making people sad. They're giving away Darkrai's, okay? So, anyway. We'll talk more about that in my upcoming Cresselia and Darkrai video. Okay. I'm sure the chat is like been left behind by now, but yeah, okay, so let me get back to the original question. Flower Festival. I'm trying to remember how the Flower Festival and other things went last year, but it was all based on dishes, right? I guess Valentine's is the one that kicks that off with desserts are boosted, and I believe Flower Festival was another event of, I don't remember which dish boost it was, but it was a dish boost. And then there is another, would be the third dish type would get a its own dedicated event, presumably at some point. So I wouldn't be surprised if we did it. I also kind of wouldn't be surprised if we didn't do it, because I feel like they keep throwing us growth week, stuff like that. So we'll see if they do. Maybe the thing to check on, let me just look it up real quick. Flower Festival, Pokemon Sleep. I'm going to do this off screen. I've got monitors. I just don't have a powerful computer that can stream and show my game at the same time. I should probably get like a HDMI cord or something. That doesn't help me. Reddit doesn't help me. Give me Flower Festival. Okay, so this is my theory as to why Flower Festival might not happen again. And we're gonna pull that sneaky trick like I did, and now we just gotta click back twice. Flower Festival, Halloween, holiday, New Year's all have a year after them. Flower Festival doesn't. So that makes me think maybe Flower Festival is not necessarily going to get repeated every year. Okay, it was salads. Great. If it is repeated, it's definitely going to be salads again. If it's not repeated, we will probably get a salads boosted event sometime. That's my take. What was the question? Do you have ideas about potential Flower Festival event? Those are my ideas. I'd love to see Oddish in the game. I'd love to see stuff, but it's going to be something. Whatever. If something is added to the game, I guess they didn't add anything for Flower Festival, right? It was just, I guess, boosted spawns. Oh, Comfey was new back then. Okay. Which we saw how that aged. Just kidding. Shout out to everyone who's using a Comfey for ginger or corn or whatever it does. Yeah, I mean, hopefully they'll add something then. And I mean, it's an RNG game. You might as well pull up a list of every non-legendary Pokemon and just click randomize to guess. But whatever it is, in theory, will be something that should help us make salads. And hopefully they use it as a new time to add some new dishes, because salads suck. I keep saying, like, when you talk about salads, salads are just the worst in Pokemon Sleep. Let me pause 1 second before I get on my salad rant. Some of you may have seen I did a community post, but I haven't been doing stuff. Memberships are live. If anyone's interested in that, I could care less if you do it or not, but it's there. If you want to support the channel that way, do it. There's exclusive emojis if you care about that stuff. You could be using them in the chat right now. In the future, we'll be doing, I say probably. In the future, we'll do more live streams. We'll do some members-only live streams and stuff. We'll do some members-only in the chat kind of things if stuff starts getting out of hand. As we just kind of get our groove going on whether they're impromptu live streams or scheduled live streams in the future. But, when you have toddlers, you can't, schedule live streams. At least I don't want to leave my wife hanging out to dry because I need her to stick around. She's great. So, anyway, so salads are kind of the worst. You know what I haven't been? I've been talking to you guys, and I could have been at Master 19 right now. I need to go start my sleep tracker soon. Okay. No. Okay, here's a fun tip. Stay up late during event weeks, then stay up later than you usually would, so you can get more strength and roll more Cresselia power, event drowsy power into your game. Since apparently that calculation stacks on stacks. I just got a trigger from my shiny Ampharos, and I clicked it before I showed you guys. Sorry. Let's see. Are we going to get close to Master 19? We are still 30,000 away from Master 19, so these berries are probably not going to get us there. Anyway, okay. I'm going to pull up salads and look at them while I rant real quick. Salads require oil. There are no good oil farmers in the game right now. It's criminal. Yes, Luxray is the king of oil. But even then, and Toxicroak is the other best at oil. But if you look at the oil numbers of what they put up compared to other ingredient Pokemon, we don't have an oil farmer. We're probably going to get another different oil farmer at some point. Hopefully Mudkip, was that a good thing to try to predict? But yeah, what is with the drop off? This is what I don't know. So I didn't figure out the casting, but look at the strength of the top salad, right? It's kind of equivalent. That Defiant Coffee Dress Salad is kind of equivalent to other strength, but Ninja Salad is max level. That's the next strongest one. Look, it's like 20,000 off. Like, and maybe Greengrass Salad is strongest if I level it up all the way, but it's nowhere near 50k. Curries have 60k and 40k as the top two. Desserts have 63, 53, 41, and then the drop off to tea time scones, but I don't have that maxed out, so I don't know the exact number. Salads are the worst. If you're playing ingredient strategy, salads are the worst. Especially if you don't have oil. Okay, that's the rant. It doesn't deserve a video, but this is a great place to do it, I guess. Okay. I've been really hung up on the Flower Festival conversation, so we should keep going because the chat has still been going. You guys are leaving me behind. I hope you're having a good time. All right. Yeah, Flubba Bay, if that's how you say it. Line would be really cool. Hi, Mythical Phoenix Heart. Welcome. Sorry I didn't welcome you sooner. Might be another island unlock around the legendary event of May. I mean, there could be. I do think. I mean, I think we're gonna see like some kind of, not like a strict pattern, but there's gonna be minor events in between major events. The question is the major event an area? Is the major event a legendary? I doubt that they're gonna do some other kind of event that's not the. I mean, anniversary event and New Year's event. I think we're gonna see some pretty like consistent patterns between those. Like, New Year's event is always gonna be, here's all the Pokemon from last year and they're boosted. Maybe the anniversary event becomes, here's all the Pokemon boosted from a previous year. Since it's, I don't know, we'll see. But thank you, Vikram, for agreeing with me why we might see new Islands events for the part. Just so you guys know where I'm at in the chat. Arbitrary combinations of big legendaries and mysticals together. Yeah. Okay, well, you say obviously they're a set. Obviously, to people who know Pokemon, I'm so sorry that I don't know. I don't know much about Darkrai or Cresselia either. But I'm learning because they're in the game. Okay, have ties to Giratina, Arceus, and the Lake Guardians. Giratina is actually the one that I got the movie one of tonight. My kids were freaking out. They're toddlers, so they're just excited that it's a moving card. But when I play that Pokemon trading card game, whenever I get enough things to open the 10 packs at a time, they call it a dad pack because we just open a bunch. And it was like the worst. If anyone's playing that game, I opened 10 packs of Shining Revelry or whatever it's called, and it was like nothing until the very last card. I got that video Giratina. Anyway, you guys are talking to each other. I love it. Okay, bye Charizard. If you come back and watch this, shout out to you now. Yes. Ooh, Elemental Monkeys. I know what you're talking about. The green, the red, and the blue guys. They're called Pan something, Chim something. No, I'm not thinking of Chimchar. I don't know. I know what you're talking about. Those would be cool. I feel like they fit every Pokemon fits in the Pokemon game, but there are some Pokemon that are like, they look cuter than other ones, and I feel like they fit that vibe of Pokemon Sleep more than other ones, if you know what I mean. There's a vibe. Thank you, Mythical Phoenix Heart, for agreeing with me on salads. Oh, new category of dishes. This is a great question that I would love to see. A new category of dishes. I would love to see like pizza and sushi. No, I don't know. But I don't know. Maybe that's something they would do at the anniversary event. Again, it comes back to that new player friendliness thing. The more variety you have in the dishes, the slower the progress is, because you're distributing that strength more and more. If you're dividing it between 4 dish types. I could see maybe they could do hey, you get to a certain number of sleep styles and you unlock a 4th dish type. that could happen. I mean, anything can happen. I'm not Devin, but that's what I'm thinking. Ditto recently that supplied most of my oil. Oh, congrats. I have a Ditto that's oil leaks oil, and I think I have the candies to even level it up to 60 at this point, but I just go, it's not worth it. It's not bringing in nearly enough. That's the thing. That's any of the oil farmers though. You have to basically get them to level 60 before they can be producing enough for you to make that maxed out salad. But then because there's such a big drop off to the ninja salad, I'm just like, whenever I get salads, I just go, guess I'm running Golduck. And now I'll be running Ampharos too. So I probably will just deal with it. But yeah. You're welcome.